Well, hello there, my YouTube family. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Smile with Me. Today's episode is entitled Found It, and it's coming from one Bible verse, and it is from 1 Thessalonians 5th chapter, the 11th verse. And it pretty much just says to encourage one another, because when you do that, you help to build each other's faith and make it stronger. Again, thanks for joining me, and let's get started. Y'all, I'm just going to tell you, I have some of the best life groups this side of heaven. In case you've never heard of a life group is simply a group of people doing life together, like-minded people on the same journey to success, doing life together. I have probably 90 plus of those because so many of my friends tend to overlap in life groups because we all go to bat for each other. We all encourage each other, just as it says in 1 Thessalonians 5:11. We encourage each other and we grow together and we strengthen each other and we build our faith together. Let's talk a little bit more about life groups. I have life groups in my church and I have life groups outside of my church. Some of my life groups overlap. The particular life group that I want to talk about tonight are the ones who I feel like have helped me come up with my title tonight of Found It. I was at the nail salon getting a mani-pedi, and one of my friends called up and she's like, hey, I'm watching your videos and stuff, and I just want you to always know that your camera loves you. We got to find your camera. So we spent probably a good, 8 to 10 minutes or so just sending pictures, back and forth and stuff. I was sitting in the chair getting a pedicure, and I'm sitting there taking selfies of myself saying, hey, am I looking at my camera yet? Do I need to look a little more to the left or to the right, up, down? Where is my camera? And so she would respond back, hey, I think you might need to look a little bit to your left. Your camera should be in the center at the top of your phone. Look straight in there, And so we eventually found my camera, and I was like, yeah, I love it. I found the camera. So, and she was just able to share some little tidbits, some tech tidbits with me, as she typically does, love her for her tech tips. So she was giving me just some little pointers, and things to do when I am making my videos. Had another friend who, told me, says, hey, you know what, Lisa, I know what you need. You need a mic, and I got a mic that you can use, so I'm like, bring it on. Let's get that mic hooked up. Let's get that camera set up right. Everything, I got it going on. So now with my new mic, I sound a little bit more crisp than I did before. And I'm just super excited. He and I went back and forth with trying to find an adapter for my phone and the mic and stuff. And so ordered one, it didn't work. It wasn't compatible with my phone and stuff. And so he's like, hey, I got an adapter that I think will work. I had to dig through some things, but I found it, And all I can say is that I am so grateful to that particular life group because they love me. They love me enough to want to see me succeed, and they want to help me succeed. And I am extremely grateful to them. They have helped me to find the things that I need in order to make these videos way better than what they were. So folks, I just encourage you to find yourself some life groups. Life groups are, like I said, just a group of friends who are doing life together, like-minded people doing life together, wanting to be better at what it is that they are, wanting to be the best version of themselves. So I encourage you to get yourself hooked up with some life groups where with people that are already where you're wanting to go. Hey, talk to them, and say, hey, you know what? I really do admire what you're doing. I think that you're doing great work, and things, how can I get involved with that? I know they'll be more than happy to reach out and help you to get to the goals that you're trying to get, especially if they've already been through that process and they love you enough to get you through that process. They will definitely help you to get to where you're trying to go. Surround yourself with some people who love you enough to help you. They love you enough to say, hey, let me show you where your camera's at. Hey, let me get you hooked up with a mic. Let me help you with this adapter, for your phone. And even to do some troubleshooting with me as I'm sitting here doing these videos now to say, hey, you know what? Turn your ring light the other way. Dim your ring light, turn off the overhead light, do this, do that, and just, to make it the best that it can be. Surround yourself with some people who will tell you, hey, I need you to pull up. You're about 20 miles down the road ahead of where you need to be. I need you to pull up. Woo, you're on a train wreck and your train is about to crash, and I don't want you to be involved in that crash. Get with some people who will love you enough to disagree with what you believe or what you think. Get with people who love you enough to say, you know what? I respect how you feel. I respect your decision. I don't feel the same way. That is not the decision that I would have made, but I still love you. At the end of the day, you can still be friends. You can still love each other, and you don't necessarily have to get along with each other. Well, or not necessarily get along, but necessarily agree with one another, but you respect one another's thoughts and beliefs. Get with some people who will love you enough to make some suggestions for you, some suggestions that will help you be your best version of yourself. Get you some life groups. Get with people who love you, people who want you to succeed, people who want you to walk out 1 Thessalonians 5th chapter, 11th verse, where it says to encourage each other and help each other to grow stronger in their faith. Get with some people who can help you be able to say, hey, I found it, and now I can live my life a whole lot better and easier than what I was. YouTube family, I am so grateful that you have decided to subscribe to my YouTube page and that you are sharing it with other friends. You just can't imagine how grateful I am for this opportunity. For those of you who already follow me on social media, you know that I often use a hashtag called Another Grateful Opportunity. I believe that every opportunity I get to spread love or to give some words of encouragement to those out there along the way, it for me is another grateful opportunity. I'm going to share one quick thing with you, and then I'm going to hop off of here. Had a conversation with a coworker yesterday, and it just hugged my heart because it made me feel like I am definitely moving in the right direction. She said, Lisa, I had no idea that you had lost your husband. And I said, yeah, I sure did. As a matter of fact, 12 years ago, lost my absolute best friend. And she said, you are giving me the strength that I need, just seeing you every day and the smile that's on your face and just the joy that you have in your heart and how you just spread that joy all throughout this building. It is such encouragement for me because she had recently lost a parent. I believe it was her mother. And she was just talking about how it was a struggle, and things, and that, seeing me and knowing that I had experienced something very similar to that, just gave her hope, that things are going to get better. And so I say to you, YouTube family, you never know who's watching. So be sure that you're always spreading joy, that you're trying to uplift someone as much as you possibly can, despite what you are dealing with. Because to me, I look at it as it's not about me. It's never about me. It's all about God. And I want to do what is pleasing in His sight. I want more than anything to be able to hear Him say, well done to me. When I am in his presence, I want to be able to say to him that I used every single thing that you gave me, just like Chadwick Boseman said on one of his quotes. And I think I mentioned it in my very first video when he says that I want to be able to tell God that I used everything that you gave me. I don't want to have anything left over. I don't want anything left over when I'm in the presence of God. I want him to know that I did everything that he put me on this earth to do. And I feel like the main thing I'm here for is to spread joy, to spread love, to give some words of encouragement to those along the way. So my friends and family, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Please continue to share these videos with your friends and your loved ones and people who you just feel like needs to have a nice uplifting word. I got you. I got you. I will be your cheerleader for you. I want you to continue to smile your way through with me, and we will make it. Don't forget, look for me on YouTube. Smile with me with an exclamation mark and a smiley face. I love you all. Mwah. Be blessed.